Hey everybody, Victoria here. I hope you're having a great day and a wonderful week. I am going to do a reading today, just a couple things. We're in our last phase of the moon, so we're in the dark phase, and it's getting ready to be a new moon in the next couple days. So keeping that in mind, we're also ending the last parts of Aquarius, the sun in Aquarius. So right now the moon has just moved into Aquarius, but it's not the new moon yet. It still has a little bit more time. It takes about a day and a half, 2 days for this moon to actually move through a sign. So the new moon, I believe, is at the end of the sign of Aquarius. Okay. So of course Aquarius is very eccentric, very individualized. They like to be in a group, but they still carry their own individual flair, as you might say. Okay, so when the moon is in Aquarius, you may feel a little bit more detached, a little bit more aloof, but you still want to be part of a group and you still want to interact with others, but you're also like, but I'm myself, I'm me. I have my moon in Aquarius, so when the moon is in Aquarius, a lot of times you tend to feel things after you think through them already. So you're thinking about them, and then later on the feeling hits you, and then you feel it. Not always the case, but that's the kind of the ideal of the intellectualism of an Aquarius. Aquarius being the fixed sign of air, where Gemini is the mutable sign of air, kind of moves from here to there. They bounce from this subject to that subject pretty quickly. And then Libra being the cardinal sign of air. And cardinal, of course, is these self-starters that get going, that first burst of energy into a new area, a new direction. The thing about cardinals is they need that fixed state to carry them through to the end. So you have the cardinal, fixed, mutable aspects of the different elements in each of the zodiac. So you have the 4 elements: earth, air, water, and fire. So right now the sun and the moon are both in Aquarius. Alright, so that being said, it can be a very intellectual time right now for you, thinking about maybe too many things. So kind of focus in on what's most important to you right now. Now the cards that came up as a reflection to look at for this week, first one is clearing the way. And as you can see, it's a man and woman on they're traveling somewhere through the forest in their carriage, and there's a log in the middle of the road. So the man actually has an axe. He's getting ready to go cut that log down and move it out of the way. This is a time that you could be clearing out obstacles, and you may have some extra effort being put forward to help you do this. You may look at what needs to be cleared out in your life for the new step forward in the directions you want to move. And I wanted to read something from this book because I felt like it had some beneficial information to offer. Okay. This card is a strong signal that it's now to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or with a creative project. You must be clear-headed. So be sure to temper your action with calm forethought. If you are too urgent and excitable, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and attention, the way to your dreams will open. So the Akashic Force, this is kind of like the action step. With a deep breath, fill yourself with the strength, force, and love that help you move any obstacle that blocks your path. Feel that love and power growing, gently moving through anything within and around you. and freeing you completely. This kind of reminds me of in yoga. A lot of times when you are doing the stretches, the poses, you're breathing through any resistance that you may come up in your actual body as you're doing them, because your body's doing, of course, new things. Even when you have done yoga for years, you're always moving to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. So you always will come up against resistance, as in anything in life, as long as you're moving forward. So breathing through that, reminding yourself of your strength. Sometimes if there's an obstacle that doesn't seem movable, sometimes just step back, give it some time, a couple hours maybe, or a day, or whatever it needs to be. And sometimes when you come back, something will have happened, something will have budged, something will have moved or changed. So now you're able to work through that obstacle a little bit better, a little bit easier. Okay. Next card that came up is Akashic Force. This is the Akashic Library, where all the information is kept. Okay, this is a significant card. Usually this would be the Magician card in the traditional tarot. So you basically have all the tools you need at hand. It's just about accessing them and utilizing them. Okay. So sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book for you, but this card also symbolizes a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic records and to a higher self-awareness. Further investigation may be required, but as you have a better understanding of your own motives and new purposes, It is also a time of heightened intuition as well as greater self-creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. So this is really good because as we're moving into the new moon, what do I always say? Write out your dreams, write out your intentions, write out where you want to go. And of course, it's a 28-day cycle. I always say 30, just 30 days, round it out. Write where you want to go in the next 30 days. So you're planting those seeds. And then each week is like a step forward. What am I going to do this week? What am I going to do that week? What am I going to do this week? And you can even write that kind of out, like 30 days, these are my goals. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And then at the beginning of each week, you know what steps you need to take and take those. And sometimes you may even finish it faster than the week is up, so you can move to week 2 before week 1 is already done. I mean, you don't have to push yourself. It's not a race. But if the obstacles are removed and the tasks are accomplished, there's no reason why not to move forward more. Okay, so new moon. We're in the dark moon. Write out your dreams, write out your intentions, write out your desires, write out your goals, where you want to be in 30 days. Okay? Okay, next card. Last card. The Muse. Usually this is a card of intuition, creativity, something that inspires you in life. What inspires you? What drives you forward? What makes you go, I want to do this. This is very exciting to me. The blinds were moving. The wind's blowing through here right now. Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit from this card. I really love these new cards. I've been using them all the time. The Muse plays a song of upliftment and imagination. The petals of inspiration drift upon the wind, filling the air with light and creativity. This card shows a time of very heightened resourcefulness and inventiveness for you. Any creative project, new or old, can receive exceptional energy now, both from you and from the universe. Call to the spirit muses, to your guardians, angels, guides, your higher conscious. Let them join you and the creator within to lift your project to the skies. The Akashic force. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and touch with the force of inspiration and pure potential. A swirl of music, beauty, movement, and imagination flow through you and around you. You can give birth to any possibility. Feel this creation, this power of creation around you now and in you. All right, that's great. And I know Valentine's Day is this week, and I always like to create things. So I like to paint. I like to do pictures. Like maybe do pictures of you and your significant other, and put it with colors and name some hearts, or whatever you want. I like to do that kind of stuff sometimes, for holidays and for Valentine's Day, or for even just because you want to share something with somebody, create it and give it to them. So a lot of times I'll have different projects going on. Right now, what I've been doing, I'm making this beanie. See? I've been knitting this. Isn't that cute? It's actually it looks really red, but there's it's bright pinks in there and a couple purples. The coloring doesn't do it justice. So I'm halfway done, as you can see. So it'll be a little bit more, and maybe this much more, right? And then I'll tie it up together, and then it'll go on my head. So I have this project going. This one I do when I'm bored, or I'm waiting for something or someone, or I'm in between work and something else. I'm waiting. I finished work, but now I'm going to do something else, but I haven't done it yet. Or I'm waiting for somebody, and then a lot of times I'll do it if I'm watching a movie. I'll do this while I'm watching a movie, or I'll paint while I'm watching a movie if I don't have to focus so much. I'll paint backgrounds and stuff, and then when I really want to focus in on it, I'll do the detailed stuff when I have more time. And even with paintings, I have a couple going, and I know it's better to focus on one at a time, but a lot of times what I find is I'm in a certain mood when I'm doing a type of painting. And so I only can be in that mood when I'm working on that one. And when I'm working on my other one, I'm in that type of mood. And so I have 3 paintings going on right now, but I'm okay with that. Because I know I have to be in a certain place to express through the painting what is my end in mind. And of course your end in mind may shift a little bit. But creativity, and this makes me feel really good when I'm creating stuff. So what is it for you? Is it, I know, for some people it's completely different. My significant other, he likes to create stuff for the house. So he likes to build stuff. So for him it's that. Or he works on his truck and he's building it. He's making it better. He's working on projects and replacing stuff. So, what is it for you? Anyhow, what's your muse? What's your muse? I invite you to find your muse that inspires you throughout the day. And it gives you a smile on your face and a twinkle in your eye and makes you feel, I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying life. And those are spaces in between, even in the stuff I don't want to do or don't feel like doing. Actually, I was beginning to record this video. I was like, I'm not in the mood to do a video right now. And I remind myself, you're not always in the mood to do a video. You're not always in the mood to do things, but sometimes those are the times when you need to do them the most. Because I've been okay, Tuesdays, schedule a video, schedule a reading, and do it then. Because that's when I have the time to do it. Okay, stick to it. I'm going to stick to that schedule. Anyways, that's a Capricorn side. Stick to the schedule. Stick to the pattern, the blueprint, the construction. Keep it stable. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy your last part of the sun in Aquarius. And we're going to move into Pisces next week. It's the most watery, fluid, emotional sign of the zodiac. I have my moon in Aquarius, and then my rising sign is Pisces. So it's a very comfortable space for me, the moon and the Pisces energy. I flow with it very well, but then I also am okay, I gotta do this, because I'm a sun in Libra. Not because, of course, that's partly just the way I am, but those are influences in our personality. All right, much love to you guys. Aloha. Have a wonderful week. Find your muse, and I'll talk to you later.